the New York Times is reporting that the catchphrase that the Republicans are going to use for their so-called replacement of Obamacare, which is going to take place over a, quote, 2.5 to 3 year window, is going to be not universal coverage, which is what Democrats have used, but universal access. You all will have access to health care. No problem. Doesn't mean you can afford to pay for it, right? Danielle this morning said, you know, we all have access to a Maserati dealership, right? Doesn't mean that, you know, we can buy a Maserati, but you have access. You can walk in, you can open the door, you can even sit in the car, right? Oh, isn't this cool? You know, if you sit too long, they'll throw you out, but... And the same thing will probably happen under the Republican health plan. You know, you show up in the hospital and say, well, you know, I got this, you know, lump in my breast, or I've got this, you know, my PSA is rising, or you know, I got a pain in my liver, or, you know, I mean, you fill in the blank, right? You know, and they'll look at you and they'll say, you know, you're not bleeding, you're not in a crisis, you don't belong in an emergency room. So save up enough money with your health savings accounts where, you know, your employer takes $30 out of your check every week, and you can have up to $5,000 a year. And when you've saved, you know, over enough years, enough money, say, you know, $200,000-$300,000, which is what it costs for, you know, a cancer treatment, a serious cancer treatment, then come back. And if you die before then, well, hey, we're back to Alan Grayson, right? Alan Grayson's great two-part strategy, which is the Republican health care plan. Number one, don't get sick. Number two, if you do, die quickly. So they're saying, we're going to provide everybody with universal access. And the rubes and the suckers and the, well, you know, Fox News watchers all go, oh, boy, universal access. Well, you know, Reagan gave you that. I forget which year it was in the 1980s, but one of those years, Ronald Reagan actually, you know, it was, I don't know if it was a Republican or a Democratic initiative, but Reagan signed the bill that said that any hospital that has an emergency room has to serve anybody who walks in. Now, they can decide that this isn't a real emergency and they can kick them out, but, you know, they have to at least react to them, look at them. And if they don't have insurance, they have to, you know, they bill all the rest of us. And of course, a visit to the emergency room, you know, typically just to walk in the door starts at $500, whereas visiting your local doctor just to walk in the door, you know, assuming you have no insurance whatsoever, might cost you, you know, what, $50, $100, $150. I don't know what doctors charge these days in the retail market without insurance, but it's probably in that neighborhood. So, you know, happy and delight. I mean, you know, this is something to share with your friends at Christmas, your family, you know, and they say, oh, the Republicans are going to repeal it. Yes, they're going to give us all universal access, just like we had during the Reagan, you know, after the Reagan era, we could all show up at an ER. I mean, they're still actually using that excuse, right? Oh, anybody can go to the emergency room. Right.